So I was thinking about how people are coping in family groups, in spaces that could be quite confined. Not all of them are going out to work, maybe none of them are going out to work, the children are at home. And how are we coping as a rule with the general tension that can build up when we all get stuck at home and have cabin fever? And I was just thinking to myself earlier about how these difficult times can provide us with opportunities to change and opportunities to do things differently. And I got to thinking about how to help people to avoid difficult situations whilst maintaining good lines of communication. So let's not have a row, but let's talk about what we don't agree on type approach. And that's particularly important, I think, when we're all stuck at home with our families, and we've all got little things that we probably do that rather irritate or niggle the other person, and we choose not to do anything about it. But at moments like this, when our stresses are up anyway, because we're worried about illness, or we're worried about finances, or we're feeling desperately in need of a break from everybody, it can be really hard to stop the triggers that create the stress that pushes the temperature gauge in the relationship up and into a place where we start being unkind to each other and creating drama that we really probably would prefer to avoid. And I want to talk a little bit about drama and about how people can be a bit attached to drama. And some people are really attached to it and some people are not. I spend a lot of time in my work with my clients talking about helping them to see that this is a drama that's being created by this one sentence that you said to that one person, and it was like the fuse blowing. And I'm keen to encourage everybody to use this opportunity to do a little bit of self-reflection and have a little bit more self-awareness, to think about the things that you're saying before they come out of your mouth, to think a little bit about listening into that inner voice that might be the prompt that says, just say this, just say that. You might later regret the hurtful things that have come out of your mouth. So I'm talking about giving yourself the time to stop and check yourself so that when you do speak, you speak with integrity. And I'm talking about giving yourself the chance to really evaluate the thoughts that go through your head and the prompts and triggers to behaviour, and to give some consideration to whether or not you can change them. Because there's no excuse ever for anyone to say, I can't help it, it's just the way I am. If they want to help it, they will help it. And I think the first place to start with any kind of positive change in this way is to be looking at the thoughts in your head, and to really give some consideration to who is the voice speaking in your head. Is it the child? Is it the child that wants to play, or the child that wants to be comforted, the child that's feeling afraid? Or is it the parent that's the authoritarian, always punishing, who's telling you what you should be doing, who's criticising you for what you're not doing, that sort of thing? And try and identify it and try and step back and observe, how does it make me feel to listen to this voice criticising me in this way? How does it make me feel to listen to this voice that's telling me that I'm helpless like a child and I can't do anything for myself? And when you take the time to think about how it makes you feel, and even more down the line after the drama's run its course, how do you feel? Usually you're not going to be feeling any better than you were beforehand. But by taking the time to notice, to become aware of those thoughts and actions, and to become the observer of yourself, you can then stop and think about the words that you're going to speak and the actions that you're going to take, and you can give yourself the opportunity to speak or act with loving kindness. When we speak or act with loving kindness towards another person, we receive a sense of loving kindness back ourselves. And so in the process of doing this, we're nourishing both ourselves and the people around us, and we're growing in character and resilience. I feel like this is a crucial message at this time, and that's why I'm sharing it with you now. And I want to encourage you to give thought to that and to find time to when you're doing the process of just being, which I think many of us are doing, to find time within that just being to actually just sit and dip inside your brain and see what's going on. Some of you find that meditation is a helpful tool for this, and I quite like meditation myself. I'm not a brilliant practitioner, but I do like to listen to a guided meditation, and it helps me to find the answers to some of the puzzles in my life. And it certainly helps to build calm, and it helps you to relax. So there are many benefits to that, but it's not the only way to be introspective and to reflect upon yourself. So I'm not prescribing it but in any sense of the word. It's just a suggestion as a means to an end. I think that's really the main message for the day. It's about detaching from drama, and it's about speaking with loving kindness. That's about maintaining your integrity in many ways, making sure that the words that come out of your mouth actually are the words of your truth, but they're not spoken to wound in any shape or form. So please continue to give me your feedback and ideas for things to suggest that I can talk about, and ask any questions. And for the time being, I'd just like to say be kind and be patient to both yourselves and others around you.